Welcome back, Dave.
Hello.
Thanks for joining me again on another collaboration. Today we are collaborating with Kettle Kitchen and Bland's Promise Ranch and Heavenly Hills Homestead. And this is Break Your Heart 2024. Yeah, and so I want to thank everybody, Tony, and for those at Bland's Promised Land Ranch and Heavenly Hills for sponsoring this. It's going to be a great collaboration with lots of other channels. You'll have to look in my description box and in the video for the other channels to watch. And there's going to be so good recipes. This is Valentine's month, isn't it? It's Valentine's month. And I have something special that we're going to make. And the reason why it's special is because it was your mom's recipe.
Yeah.
Well, or so we thought. But no, it wasn't. And what I'm going to make is called a bishop's pie.
Right.
And where did that come from? Because this story behind this, I think, is pretty endearing.
So around 1974, when I was in high school, we moved to Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And there was a Bishop's Cafeteria there in Cedar Rapids. And I guess we got this pie while we were there, ate it, and Mom loved it. And so somehow, and you have to remember this is way prior to the internet.
Oh,
so
1972? Yeah. 74, 72?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So she talked him into giving her the recipe for this pie. And so she wrote it down, and that's where the name Bishop's comes from Bishop's Cafeteria.
Mm-hmm. It was Bishop's Cafeteria chocolate cream pie. And I went on the internet and I actually found pictures of the cafeteria that I'm going to be showing behind me somewhere. And I just think it is so good. And what I love is I have her recipe card. She took the time. Her name was Virginia. So I'm gonna make this bishop's pie, but I'm gonna make it low sugar, low carb.
Right.
And that's the object of this. So the recipe calls for 1 small box of instant chocolate pudding and 1 small box of instant vanilla pudding, which I'm going to use the sugar-free versions of. It calls for 2 cups of milk, and I'm going to use skim milk.
Mm-hmm.
And then it also calls for 12 ounces of Cool Whip. Oh, Cool Whip. You can use Cool Whip. It's great. That doesn't have to be low calorie. And then also, it is 2 cups of softened vanilla ice cream. I'm sorry, the whipped cream was a carton of whipped cream, okay? And then 2 cups of softened vanilla ice cream, which I'm gonna use Carb Smart.
Mm-hmm. It's
really good, we like Carb Smart. And then I have a recipe for the graham cracker crust that I'm gonna make. Now I did buy pre-made, the graham crackers already crushed.
Yep.
Yeah,
she cheated.
I cheated. I didn't crush my own graham. No, I didn't do that myself. And okay, for the crust, you need 3 tablespoons of sugar, which I'm using Truvia. It's 75% less calorie bag. And then 1/3 cup of melted butter, which is okay for low carb. And that you press together in a pie plate and bake at 350 for 10 minutes, which I'm gonna do here shortly. I've got the oven, it's ready to go. And then I'm gonna go ahead and mix up the ingredients and the filling. And then you top the beautiful pie with chocolate.
Shaved chocolate.
Right. And so I did buy 0 sugar Hershey's chocolate, dark chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
And but I know your mom would get a big bar and she'd do that over the pie. It was so beautiful. Goodness. So then you put this in the refrigerator, and you really have to let it, if you're gonna eat it the same day, you gotta give it several hours to really get nice and cold and firm up a little bit. And you store it in the refrigerator. Okay, so after you get a couple servings out, put it back in the refrigerator. And man, oh man, it's gonna be some good desserts for a few days.
Yep.
So anyhow, I'll go ahead and get started on getting this pie together. Again, I want to thank everybody, and that would be Tony at Kettle Kitchen. I want to thank you, Tony, again. We have Heavenly Hills Homestead and Bland's Promised Land Ranch. And so thank you all very much. Oh, I want to mention that there's going to be a small live giveaway for several prizes on March the 3rd, 2024 on Kettle Kitchen at 2 p.m. Pacific time, PST. What you have to do, okay, is on this video and on all the videos for the collaboration, leave a comment. And that way you can be entered into that drawing in March. All right? All right, well, let's get started. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do for this crust is I am going to go ahead and spray the pie plate so that it'll help that graham cracker crust come out when I go to cut the pie. Okay, so for the graham cracker crust, I've got the crushed graham crackers, 3 tablespoons of sugar, which is the Trevia blend. Give this a mix. Just going to mix it all like that. And then I have the butter. Put that in there. Okay. Get this mixed up. To me, this is probably the hardest part because I usually don't do very good. I have to admit, on these graham cracker crusts. But maybe this time I'll have good success. And I thought about buying a graham cracker crust pre-made. I got frowned at. It goes, you can do it. You can do it. I'm like, I don't know if I really can or not. But, you know, got to give her a try again. I always loved it though when I would come home from work and Dave would come home from work, and I want to tell you a little bit about my mother-in-law. She was a corker. She was a no-sense lady. She didn't take, it's just she was a no-sense. She knew on Friday nights we would go out for dinner, and every Friday night, and I'd come in and she would have, Friday is her beauty shop day, was her beauty shop day. So she would go to the beauty shop, get her hair done. She would, when I came home, she would have her makeup on. And, oh, she was a very proper, elegant lady. She really was. She was classy. And in a good way, she was so classy. But she's a corker, let me tell you. Once in a while, she would say something that would curl your hair. But we all got along there because at that time the house we had was a nice big 2-story, and so we all had our own space. So it was nice. Okay, so I've got my crust in. I'm going to go ahead now and bake it for 10 minutes. And while it's baking, I'm going to start the filling. Okay, I've got my 2 cups of milk in my pan. I have 2 cups of the Carb Smart vanilla, softened. I'm going to put that in here. And I have the instant chocolate pudding mix, sugar-free. And then the vanilla. We're going to give these a mix with the hand mixer. That seems high, doesn't it? That seems kind of high. Let's give it a little mix like this. Here we go again. Much better. Now to this, we are going to, I think, you know what, you top it with the whipped cream, just for funsies. I'm gonna put a little bit of the topping in here too, just for funsies. Wants to lick my beaters. Come on, there we go. Oh boy, you know, I can't resist. Good, 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 good. All right, and so I am waiting now for that crust to cool, because you don't want to put these ingredients in it until it's cold. And I think I'm going to go ahead and stick this in the refrigerator for a little bit and let it soften, or you know, get hard, a little bit harder. Stick it in there. Let me show you what I have. I went ahead and made the shavings from the dark zero sugar chocolate bars. I went ahead and did it, the little curls. And okay, so I'll tell you what, the way that I did it the best was to use the vegetable peeler and the chocolate bar. That seemed to work out better. These bars are real tiny. If I'd had a bigger chocolate bar, which I looked for, but I couldn't find one today. And so I just had to go ahead and use the little ones, and I shaved them and just put them in the refrigerator to stay cool while I'm waiting on the pie to get. I've got my pie crust, and I have my filling. I let it sit in the refrigerator just a little bit. Oh, you can't believe the texture of this. It's so creamy. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. And boy, that's gonna fill that right up in there. So you wanna get it all the way to the edge, as far as you can. Oh my goodness. What a wonderful Valentine's pie. Oops, there went my fork. Okay. And the reason I was going to use a fork, I'll get another one. Okay, whipped topping. I'm going to dollop it around. Like that. It's okay to use a little extra. Oh, getting sloppy with it, girl. Getting sloppy. Ooh. You don't know how tempting that was. Okay, let me get a clean fork. Okay. Here's what I was gonna do. Using it to smooth that around there. Hoping you see all of this. And you want to get it right up to the edge and really seal that chocolate goodness inside that pie. Virginia was a very persuasive person, so I bet back in 1974, when she went to that restaurant, Bishop's Cafeteria in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, I bet she made him a deal. She made him an offer they couldn't refuse, if you know what I mean. All right. Oh, I'm just kidding. But she probably did strong arm somebody for the recipe. Okay, so what she would have done would be to, shaved right over the pie. But for time's sake, I wanted to have them ready, and I could just do this and show you. You want to try to get the whole pie. And you know what? You almost want to do it over something, because I think I'm gonna get little chocolate chips all over the floor. That's okay. So anyhow, you just decorate it with the little chocolate shavings all over, and this is it. Put it in the refrigerator. I think for us it'll stay in the refrigerator overnight, and or we may have a piece later tonight. Before we go to bed. Wouldn't that be something? So here you are. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. I hope you'll try it. Really, it's really easy. It's really good. You can make the low sugar, low carb version like I did. You're still gonna have the sugar from the graham crackers. You're not getting rid of any carbs, but this is really good alternative to the original recipe, which it is fabulous. And I want to say thank you before I go to Kettle Kitchen, Bland's Promised Land Ranch, and Heavenly Hills Homestead. Now, be sure to leave a comment on this video. Do you like the pie? Do you think you might try it? Just give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Share our videos, okay? There's going to be, it's hashtag, isn't it? It's hashtag Break Your Heart 24. Share that. Oh, here it is. Hashtag Break Your Heart Bake 24. Okay, check it in the description box of my video. All right. Well, hey, thanks again, everybody, for watching and for checking out my video. Check out all the other great channels who participated. There is a description box that tells you how you can see them all. All right, till next time. I'm Ann from the official, because we're official, Ann Lynn Show. Hope to catch you next time. Bye now.